Oh dear. It's not coming home. But never mind, there's always next year's Eurovision Song Contest to look forward to. Ba 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 ba. Good morning, it's Thursday the 12th of July 2018. Welcome to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from the poshest part of the United Kingdom, Bracknell in Royal Berkshire, boys and girls. Sorry about the football last night, but never mind. They did very well. They can, as the teacher says in school, you can only do your best here. You can only do your best, and that's it. All right, never mind. But something else is coming home. The hot weather. In today's Super Soaraway Daily Express UK hot weather forecast latest. I love this headline. Best headline this week. UK thrust. Ooh. Shall we try and do it? Let's thrust together. Are you ready, girls and boys? You ready? Yes, the girls can do it as well. Girls do it as well. You ready? We're going to thrust. You ready? Ooh. I love it! The UK will be thrust back into furnace this weekend with a 90 Fahrenheit scorcher, yes. It says here, Britain will be thrust back into the furnace with 90 degrees Fahrenheit, set to kickstart another blistering, lengthy heat wave. The warmth is on, the hotness is on its way. If you wondered what hell was like, it's 10 times worse, okay? So start being a bit good. Otherwise, you'll be going down there, lovey. I have the dreadful feeling that I'm going to be meeting most of you down there as well. But anyway, look at who's writing this. Let me see. It's our friend Nathan. Nathan Rayo. He's the one that writes. This is wonderful. I must send him a message. Nathan, I must tell you, he used to be a young lad. Young, I think 18 years old. And he used to come into a place I DJ'd at called the Black Cat. And I think his favourite night was a Monday when we did the 70s and 80s. Anyway, he's the one who writes most of these horror or fantastically great weather stories. All right, this is what he's written. Those weary from the relentless hot weather which took hold in the spring, facing roasting sunshine and tropical temperatures, possibly into August. I love this. Look, blowtorch conditions. Have you ever seen a blowtorch? Oh, they frighten me, do they? Fire frightens me. Does it frighten you? Fire frightens me, it does. Blowtorch conditions are expected to largely hold out through the rest of the summer, according to some long-range forecasters. Of course, those of you that are like below the age of 40 won't know. But in the 1970s, we had this every year. Yes, we did. We had this every year in the 1970s when I was a little boy. We used to go over Wimbledon Common with the Scouts, playing cricket and football. And what was the one I used to like playing? Bulldog. Did you ever play British Bulldog? Did you ever do that? That's when one team stands at one end of the hall, or as it would happen on Wimbledon Common, there was an area called the Frying Pan. It was called the Frying Pan because it was like this big area. At Wimbledon Common, or Putney Heath, probably Putney Heath side. Wimbledon Common's on the other side. So Putney Heath side, okay? There's this bit where it dips like that, and it's in the shape of a frying pan. That's why they call it the Frying Pan. Anyway, so all our scouts used to go down there, and one lot would stand one side of it, and the other would stand the other side, and he'd go, Bulldog! And then we'd run at each other. And then you'd have to try, one side I think would have to try and stop the other side from getting there. I think that's right. I can't remember exactly. So I quite like that. Rounders, well, that was all right, rounders. You throw a ball and round the thing. But cricket, I just found it so boring. I don't even understand how it works or anything like that. Anyway, back to the weather forecast. Nathan says, any relief brought by a dip in temperatures leading to fresher spells along the way will be short-lived, they warn. So get ready for more persistent hot weather when we are thrust back into the furnace. Thank you, Nathan, for that wonderful weather report. The trouble is, the hot weather brings the rowdy people out as well, doesn't it? McDonald's, here in Bracknell, we have Bracknell News today. We should have our own TV channel here in Bracknell, I think. And I wonder who we should have as the main person on Bracknell television. Can you think of anyone? Can you think of anyone close by? Don't know. Anyway, McDonald's in Bracknell. Now, you might want to try this one. Do you have young people hanging around outside your house making loads of noise all the time? You might want to try this. McDonald's, this is in today's super soaraway, hugely popular, the Bracknell News, whose usual front page is a cat that's got stuck up a tree somewhere. McDonald's were able to stop youths from gathering in the town centre earlier this year by playing classical music. What? Are you saying that young people don't like classical music and only like people who look fake? Boom, 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 gyrating? I mean, what happened to music? What happened to music? Vera Lynn used to come on a stage in beautiful gowns and dresses and sing, we'll meet again. Or going a little bit further forward even. Let's see, look at the 3 degrees. Beautiful. Come on in beautiful sparkling gowns, all together looking fantastic. Even further forward than that, little Sonia, listen to your heart, let's be okay, all nicely dressed in a little red number or something like that. Even further forward than that, Spice Girls. I wasn't that much of a fan, but they were okay, they did their thing. Da 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 da. Now, you got Rihanna walks on the stage in a bra and knickers. I mean, for God's sake, man. There's no taste, is there? Or Britney Spears with half her head shaved. What do you look like, dear? What happened? Anyway, so I can't believe that youths don't like classical music. La 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 la. Or the Master Singers. Bet you don't know that one, do you? The Master Singers. Very powerful. Ba 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 ba. Do you know that one? The Master Singers of Nuremberg. Look it up. The overture you want. Anyway, McDonald's have been able to stop youths from gathering in a town centre. There were gatherings, boys and girls, in the town centre this year by playing classical music. The fast food chain, located on the High Street in Bracknell, and the council work together. I work for the council. Very important. Who do you work? I work for Bracknell Council. Very, very important. Very, very, very important. I walk wherever a clipboard, and I work for Bracknell Council, and I've got glasses on the end of my nose like this. Yes, I work for Bracknell Council. I see you haven't been mowing your lawn correctly. If you could do that quite quickly, or there will be a fine. I'm afraid, no, you can't take that to anywhere else and complain. Very important people that work for the council, like the people that work for the BBC. Have you ever come across those? Talk about love themselves. Can I help you? Yeah, BBC. And they just swan in. They just swan in. Like they own the bloody place, dear. Listen, the BBC all went wrong when they took the Globe off. I keep telling you that now. Bring back the Globe and I might be interested. That pathetic little red square in the corner, dear. And there's people on the BBC now, the announcers, they can't even talk proper, can they? They've got accents. Northern accents, Scottish accents, Welsh accents. They've got accents. I've heard Caribbean accents on it. This is the BBC, dear. We need middle-class accents here. And now on BBC One, it's time for the 9 o'clock news with Angela Rippon. Ba 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 ba. Yes, back to the story. Why have I got these on? As well as playing classical music, the fast food chain located on the high street in Bracknell and the council worked together to halt the problem, which had become an issue since the opening of the Lexicon shopping centre last year. We have a new shopping centre here, yes. Come, it's very good, very clean, very safe. There's no people walking around with candlelight. We don't have any of that here. It's posh. Bracknell is posh, dear. Posh. As well as playing the music, McDonald's staff received conflict resolution training. What is that? Conflict resolution training. The restaurant's charging points were covered up. They must have had the USB charging things. And their free Wi-Fi was switched off. Stop the kids coming in there. Oh, once their phones don't work, they are useless. They don't know what to do. Oh, my Wi-Fi's not working. Oh, what do I do? My life has ended. I might as well kill myself. 5 of them hanged themselves in the toilets of McDonald's because the Wi-Fi had been turned off. Terrible. If you don't want kids hanging around your house, turn off the Wi-Fi. Oh, dear. McDonald's last reported the issue to the police in February. So there we are. That's how McDonald's have done it. They've started forcing the kids to listen to classical music. I have that on in the car sometimes. Do you ever have classical music on in the car? It's quite nice, isn't it? That's a little bit of relaxing music as it comes in. Let's do some messages there. Let's start with the text messages this morning. Good morning, Maureen. Welcome to our little show, Maureen. I hope you're having a nice week, darling. Okay, any new songs this week? I don't think you gave me any new songs for next week, did you? Just a reminder, gang, our karaoke on Monday night is now starting at 7:30. We've moved the whole thing forward half an hour, okay? So now it will be 7:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. on Monday nights. That's the one at Central Station Bar in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. We've done this at the request of some of the customers who said, can we start any earlier? Because indeed, it has to be said, come 11 o'clock, people do start going home. And that half an hour, sometimes it's just, it goes quiet. So we might as well move it forward for the customers. It suits me as well, suits the customers and suits the bar. So that's what we've done from this coming Monday. Karaoke at Central Station will be 7:30 until 11 p.m. at Central Station Bar in Wharfdale Road, King's Cross. So Maureen, if you've got another song for me to get for you next week, do let us know. Thank you to Ben. I think Ben's with us this morning, who helped us with the other one. Okay. And good day from Rob in the Wirral, who says it's a bit chilly around the Willie here on the Wirral. It certainly is. Actually, it's not that warm here so far today. No, the sun's come out now, isn't it? The sun'll come out tomorrow, bet your bottom pound. Because we're in the UK. No dollars. No dollars and certainly no euros. Ah, dear. Monopoly money, love. Monopoly money. That's what it is. The sun'll come out. The sun's just come out now. It was quite cloudy earlier on. So thank you for that one. Over on YouTube, good morning to Paul Mosley. Morning, Paul. Mark Jones is there. He says, Paul, roasting and thrusting in one story. Excellent. Hello, Joanna, you lovely lady. There are no key rings. We have no key rings. John Parrish, good morning, John, is loving the jacket. Did Martin print it from you? Do you like it? Martin's my brother-in-law. John knows Martin. And they do, Martin and my sister, they do printed T-shirts and mugs. They were doing, what was it they were doing? They don't do them anymore. Pictures, like you can send a picture, like anything, a picture away somewhere, and it comes back and it's been turned into like a what's it called? Like a canvas, like a thing on a frame. They used to do all that, but they don't do that anymore. I don't think they made any money. I think they made a loss out of that, so they don't do that that one anymore. Good. Over on Facebook Live. First message of the day comes to the delightful Adam the Plumber. I hope you're better now, Adam. I meant to ring you the other day. Sorry, mate. Hope you're better. You wasn't too well on Monday, I think, this week. Morning to Ben Parker, Andy, Diane Jeb's there. Hello, Diane. Andrew Charles. Good morning, Andrew. Wayne Martin says, I'm liking this new first bit of music. A lot better than the pipes. What, panpipes? Do you like panpipes? Panpipes. Wayne, is that the first time you've seen that music? It's been there for months, mate. Well, it just shows what a fan you are. You've only just realised we've changed the opening music. It's been like that since, I don't know, April. Do try and keep up with the rest of us, Wayne. God's sake, man. Ray Reynolds. Good morning, Ray Reynolds. Joining us. What does he say, Ray? Hello, Honky Tonk. Hello, Ray. Oh, you are awful. But, Dick Emery. Oh, we miss Dick Emery so much. I watch a lot of his stuff on YouTube. I love Dick Emery. If you like a bit of comedy, you've never seen him before, go on YouTube, type The Dick Emery Show. Hilarious. Very unpolitically correct. That's what we do on this show. We are unpolitically correct. We have a laugh and we don't care who we offend. That's how it is. Thank you very much. And feel free to offend me if you want to try. Go on, try your luck. Try your luck and offend me this morning. Where are we going? Adam loved playing Bulldog, but the Scouts banned it as they were worried they would be hurt. Probably decided by the snowflakes. Ah, yeah, that was after me, you see, Adam. Because you're 10 years, I think you're 10, 15 years younger than me, something like that, aren't you? We didn't have any snowflakeness when I was at school, my friend. There was none of that old crap then. We were real men. Well, they were. I wasn't quite a real man, but they were real men and we played rugby and we didn't care. So now and again, someone broke their shoulder. I mean, it can all be fixed, can't it? Now and again, a lad got kicked in the face. You know, but it had been prearranged first, so that would happen, I must tell you. As Stephen Fry would say, all down to the four worst words in English. Health and effing safety. Mark, the kids went to the chicken shop. Well, let them stay there, please, if you don't mind me saying so. All right, now let's have a look. We were having live Facebook trouble once again on karaoke. Now, this seems to happen now and again. We go for a long period of time, and then it starts again. And basically, we're being kicked off of Facebook. I believe it's a copyright thing. Now, it doesn't happen on YouTube, and it doesn't happen on Periscope. So, if you're watching a karaoke stream on Facebook, it can suddenly go off for no apparent reason. It's a copyright thing. Facebook have picked it up and says, oh, hang on a minute, you're using someone else's music. You can't do that. Therefore, we've stopped the video. You then have to wait a couple of minutes and you can restart it. But for the viewer at home, you know, it's annoying. You kind of, and suddenly it's gone, right? If you watch the karaoke stream on YouTube or Periscope, that doesn't happen. Now, it's very easy to know my YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Similar to the facebook.com/Chris Reardon UK. So if at any time it goes off or you want to watch the whole thing uninterrupted, watch it on YouTube, okay? YouTube, the same as this show as well. This show as well is on YouTube. And it does have a little chat box as well, as long as you've got a YouTube account. You know, if you you can watch it without having a YouTube account, but if you've got a YouTube account, you can also talk to people who are also watching it on the same platform. However, you can't cross-platform chat. So the people watching it on Facebook can chat within that group. The people watching it on YouTube can chat within that group. The people watching it on Periscope can chat within that group. But you can't talk to each other. Do you see? That's not me. That's just how it works. All right. So once again, we don't seem to be having the problem. I think they do their copyright things very differently. I believe YouTube has got all sorts of agreements with all sorts of record companies, so you can indeed play little bits of music and backing tracks with them all the time, because then I think they send them some money, or they put an advert in or something like that. All right, so once again, if you watch the live karaoke streams from Central Station that we do on Monday and Friday, it can sometimes drop out on Facebook. If that happens, I do restart it, but that means you've got to restart it anyway. So you might as well watch the whole thing on YouTube live and uninterrupted for the 3 or 4 hours that the thing is on, okay? youtube.com/Chris Reardon UK. Yes, YouTube doesn't cut us off at all, Ben. If you have a look at any of the shows, you won't see anything less than about 3 hours. They don't cut off at all. All right? Gary says, Gary, what's that? Oh dear, just a moment. Gary V. Renard, is it? Well, okay, well, let's get rid of him. That's nice, isn't it? Gary. There you are. All right, Gary, well done, mate. We're just going to block you there. We don't really like people saying horrible things. And there we go, he's gone. Get rid of that one, dear. Just a moment. Am I racist? I don't think so, mate. You want to see some of the people I've been with from all over the world, dear. Oh, your wife is what? We don't really need that. Goodbye. There we are. There's another one gone. That's better. Good. So that's the karaoke streaming news. I went mad last night, actually, after my little afternoon sleep. I didn't know what to do with myself last night, so I hoovered the entire house. I know, ladies, I know you probably do that all the time yourselves. Hoovering the whole house all the time. I rarely do it. It doesn't happen very often. Only when I notice it's getting a bit dirty. My mum used to hoover the whole house every day. Up and down the stairs she'd be with the hoover. I used to be woken up by the hoover in the morning. It was a nice sound, actually. Very, very nice sound indeed. So I hoovered the whole house last night. Then I washed the kitchen floor, which hasn't been done. I won't lie to you, it hasn't been done for weeks. The water was black. You have to keep changing that, don't you? The water was absolutely black from the kitchen floor last night. Anyway, that was nice and clean. I recycled the water and I watered the plants with my kitchen floor water. And then after that, I cut the grass. So very, very busy last night. Then I fertilised my hanging baskets. You've got to be very careful not to put too much in. I noticed, I've got flowers everywhere at the moment. It's beautiful in the garden. I noticed last night on the ceiling, spiders. 5 of them. 5 spiders on the ceiling. Not dangerous ones, you know, the ones with the pinhead bodies and long legs that go out about 2-3 inches. Loads of them all on the ceiling. So I carefully removed those and placed them outside in the hoover. So that was good. Then I walked up my mate's house and he forced me against my will to have his other half's lemon drizzle cake. A nice slice of lemon drizzle cake while I was up there, which was very, very tasty indeed. Anyway, I walked home last night that would be about 11:30. I walked home, dark and warm. Just nice to walk home in the warm. People were coming out of the pubs, quite upset that England had just lost. And I got in, I'm just getting into bed, and my little phone went beep, beep. And it was my mate. And he'd found one of the false black widow spiders outside his front door. Yeah, you remember I had one last few days ago. They're very fast. It was living underneath. There's a light fitting, not in my house. There's like a door, then like a porch, but no door on it, if you see what I mean. And it was there between the light fitting and the ceiling. Okay? And at night it would come out and it would just sit there on the ceiling. And I knew it was a false black widow spider because of the markings. Now, I do have a picture coming up now, boys and girls. I want to tell you, before you start worrying, arachnophobes, people that don't like spiders, be warned. There's a picture of a spider about to come up on the show. Ready? Here it comes. Sorry, I just sniffed then. That is a false black widow spider. Now, that is the picture of it on the back of someone's hand. They are not big. Okay? The actual spider is nowhere near as big as it looks in that picture. They are small spiders. Okay? Small spiders. All right? So that's what was outside his house. Notice that's it looks a bit green actually, but that's actually a white marking on his back. So that's the thing. Now, I was very worried about this, and it took me 2 days to get mine. So I quickly, just a minute now. Oh dear. 1 second, gang. I'll be with you in a second. 1 moment. Ba ba da ba. Da da da. There it is. Right. Da ba ba. Okay, that's the other one gone. That's better. Good, sorted. So I've been quite worried about these spiders. That's the second one we've found in the space of a couple of days. One at my house and one at his house. So are they that dangerous? That's the question. I always thought, you get a bite of one of those, straight to the hospital. Well, I've been looking it up on the Natural History Museum website. Look, I've done research today. I've done research for you. Research. Here we go. It says, how dangerous are false widow spiders? This is on the Natural History website. It says, every autumn, so I mean they're out a bit early. By the way, that picture I showed you is from the Natural History website as well, okay? Every autumn there are reports of false widow spiders being uninvited, 8-legged house guests in homes across the UK. Well, they're not in the house yet. They're outside at the moment. It might seem like false widow spiders make a dash for your home as soon as the weather gets chilly, but they can actually be inside all year round. Temperature may be the cause of the arachnid exodus as they attempt to get out of the cold, but some may have long gone unnoticed in darkened corners of the house. False widows are sometimes confused for black widows and are mistakenly thought to be as dangerous. They're not. Both have a similar dark-coloured globular body. Yeah, they're pretty obvious. They're black and fat, basically, okay? The false widow is given to the name in the genus Statoka. 6 of these species live permanently in the UK. Now, the one we're looking at, where is it now? 2 of the most common... where are we now? I've lost it now. Oh, I've lost my place. Here we go. Should you fear a false widow? There are over 650 species of spiders known to live in the UK. Only 12 of these are recorded as species that have bitten humans. So, if you see a spider, the likelihood is that it's just harmless, a common British spider. False widows are not the deadly spiders they are sometimes thought to be. Although false widows do have a venomous bite, the venom is not particularly potent. Usually, the only symptom is pain at the site, which may radiate away from the bite. It ordinarily lasts between 1 and 12 hours and rarely for more than 24 hours. Often the symptoms are no worse than the pain of a wasp sting. Apparently, it's the males are prone to biting, but this is only because they will leave the nest in search of a mate, often venturing indoors looking for ladies. They are only known to bite when provoked or trapped against the skin. So there we are. Not as bad as we thought. But I wonder, does that mean that you're going to leave them in the house, sitting there on the ceiling or weaving webs somewhere? I don't think so. That thing's still going to go up and over if I find one. All right. Wayne, the Slimming World Scouts will love the drizzle. Lemon drizzle cake. It was only a small slice, Wayne. I'm strictly on the Slimming World at the moment because we're £0.5 over the target range. If I don't get that in check within a week, I'll have to pay £5. Perish the thought. Let's have a look here. Where are we going now? You're talking to that bloke, are you? I've blocked him on here as well now. Don't worry. I need a moderator. Yeah, I don't know how that works, moderator. Don't worry, John. That's okay, mate. Don't worry about that, John. I got rid of him anyway. I can do it this end as well. It's just a bit of mucking around. It kind of interferes with doing our stuff while we're chatting away. All right, so that's the spiders on the ceiling. Ron's got rid of his as well. I've had to leave some of the Facebook groups. I noticed people keep adding me to various Facebook groups, boys and girls. And the problem with that is when I do the show, it gets shared to certain groups, okay? Now, the more groups I'm on Facebook, the more difficult it is to share the show on the various groups. Because if you've got your list of groups there, you like it's quite a simple thing. Tap, 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 all the way down. Share, 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 share. Now, if you've got groups that are not for sharing this particular thing, then you've got to scroll past them. And the more groups you are, you're kind of more difficult to sort out which one. Oh, I've clicked that one. And then sometimes you put it on the wrong wall and people start moaning, why have you posted this on the wall? Oh, well, I'm sorry, my fat thumb slipped on there. And stuff like that. So I've come off a load of Facebook groups. So please don't add me to Facebook groups. Or if you have, and you've noticed suddenly I'm not there, that's why. I only really use it to do with advertising this show and karaoke. That's the only thing I really use Facebook for. I'm trying not to be on Facebook as much as I am or have been in the past. It's so easy to just pick up that phone and keep scrolling and scroll. And before you look at the clock and half an hour's passed, and what have you achieved? You've seen nothing on there except people wanting you to cut and paste this latest thing. And, if you were my true friend, please put a comment at the bottom telling me how you met me. Or, I'm going to have a clear out. Please say yes if you don't want to be taken off my Facebook list. And it's all just like that all the time. Or the latest person that's just split up from his girlfriend or her boyfriend and wants to slag him into the ground. Or some political, and it's just all so boring, Facebook. I don't think Facebook has helped the world at all. I think it's awful. The way people moan and this, that and the other all the time. Yeah, it has to be said, I probably wouldn't be doing this show if it wasn't for Facebook Live. I'll be doing it on YouTube Live, but you wouldn't hear about it. Those of and it's on there now because I've told you that it's on YouTube Live, on Facebook Live. So that's the way it is. Oh, dear, just a moment now. Oh, this just goes on and on. Ba-bum. There we are. There's another one. Where's that one? Oh, we're having fun with this morning, aren't we? God's sake. There's another one gone. Okay, I'm sorry about that. We got a couple of trolls around today, boys and girls. The trolls are in today, okay? Hello to Latchit. Welcome to the show, sir. Yes, I've got rid of that one as well. I often waste an hour on Facebook watching you. Yeah, I know, Wayne. What are you doing, mate? Just go. Oh, dear me. I used to have all this on. The phone lines weren't as bad as it is this morning, were they? I was watching Good Morning Britain this morning. Usually, I've got BBC Breakfast News on, but we're going on and on about the football, and I thought I'll give the ITV Good Morning Britain another try. So I switched on there, and honestly, I wish I hadn't. It's so cold. It's so cold and unfriendly on that Good Morning Britain. Do you find that? And I think the biggest problem they got on there is that ghastly Piers Morgan. He's just awful. He sits there, little fat face and little piggy eyes, mouthing off. And quite frankly, I felt sorry for the two girls sitting there this morning. Susanna Reid, her and the one, I don't know who was on the left-hand side, blonde girl, very pretty, both very pretty girls. They couldn't get a word in edgeways. And it was like he didn't know what to say. It's like he's trying to fill in the gaps, the airtime with just comment that don't really go anywhere. And there were two occasions he said, right, well, after the break, we're going to do this. And then the show just carried on. So then he repeated it again. He is just awful. He really is. And he's not suited to that programme. I lasted about 2 minutes and flicked back and put up with the football on the BBC. But it's just not friendly or warm at all. We like to be welcome. You felt like you were sitting there watching it and you weren't supposed to. They didn't really want you to watch it. That's how it felt to me. I don't know if you've seen that. Rob in the Wirral texts in. Do you remember Stanley Baxter? I thought he was hilarious and he's about 92 years old. Is he still around, Stanley Baxter? He was good. But I like the other one. It was the little fat bloke. He was on Thames for years and years. Oh, Lord, I can't remember who that is now. Hello to Mark Diamond, who says Piers is awesome. AR, Piers Morgan's got a fan. Mark Diamond likes Piers Morgan, do ya? He's awful on that programme. Awful. Oh, Christ. Oh, dear, dear me. One moment. There we are. It must take this bloke a little while to keep setting up new profiles and putting different names on there. Anyway, as soon as I see a message, I'll get rid of it straight away. All right. Hello to Marticonis, who is from the Wirral. A very good morning to you, sir. Ben Parker, Benny Hill. Thank you very much. Benny Hill, that's one. Can I help? Can I set up a moderator? How do you do that? Add moderator. Paul Mosley. You're now a moderator. There you go. We only need one, don't we? Is that how it works? Hello, Joanna. Have I said hello to you, Joanna? I think I has, darling. There's no key rings. I keep telling you. There's no key. Oh, Ben Parker as well. Let's do Ben Parker as well. Add moderator. I don't know if that makes you a moderator permanently or just on this particular show. So can I leave you to deal with that, boys? And then I can just get on with my chatting. Benny Hill, that's the one. Andy, Benny Hill, Cordy, Benny Hill. We love Benny Hill. We absolutely love Benny Hill. Wayne says YouTube is bad for stupid people trolling. I've never really had it before, to be honest. What's this show about? It's just some sad old bloke in a room talking to himself. That's what the show's about. Okay? Julian's put on more weight. I'll soon be 11 stone. Yeah, but that's all right for you, Julian. You can go up another stone, mate. Go on, go and get yourself a box of Walker's crisps. Yes, please, mummy. Walker's cheese and onion crisps. Sounds all right to me. Good morning, Kevin Lane. Hello, Kevin. Good. Now, I discovered something today, and I'm going to share this with you. Now, this generally would probably be more suited to younger people. I'm sure you've sat in pubs and seen these younger people texting each other pictures. Pictures that... Well, thank you, John. Pictures that some people shouldn't be seeing. Yeah? Certainly in some of the pubs where I say, you see these boys sending each other pictures. You know the sort of pictures I mean. Well, I didn't know. And you know, when you you're kind of showing your pictures to someone else. Oh, you know, there's what have I got on here? Caravan pictures. Here's my pictures here, right? There's a picture of me and great nephew George. Another one of me and great nephew George there. That's a video. That's a video. There's me and great nephew George. There's me and great nephew George's dad, Ben. George. There's the others there. There's the others. That's one of my dating app photos. I've got that one. Which one do you think's best? That one or that one? Which is the best one? Dating app photos, they are. Look at me sharing all this stuff with you. And it's shocking. Okay, so bits and pieces like that. And there's my, that's my new Caravan there. Oh, my sister gets the keys today. In 2 hours' time, my sister will be going along to the Caravan site and collecting the keys. Yes, I got a Caravan. I shall be going up there next week. Anyway, so there we are. Just I've got nothing unusual on there that I wouldn't want anyone to see. But I know some people do. And they got pictures on here. And then they show someone else other pictures, perhaps of a caravan, and then they come across accidentally one of those other type of pictures. Yes? Did you know you can hide them from the main picture section? Did you know that? I'm not... Ben, you probably do. You probably do. Okay? Right? Ben probably knows how to do it. But I'm going to show you how to do it now. Okay, ready? Here we go. You see that little square at the bottom there? So let's hide the picture of the bathroom. There's a lovely toilet there. Fancy's choosing that one. All you do is click on that square there, right? And then along the bottom here, this is for iPhone users only. Just scroll that along the bottom and you'll get up to hide. Click hide, right? And then it says hide photo. And it's gone. That will no longer appear in your main photos album. There is another photos album within the photos section that says hidden. And it will go there. So from then on forward, if you ever want to show anyone your pictures and you're worried about bringing up the wrong one, you just choose that picture, click on the little square thing, bottom left-hand corner, go along, click hide, say, yes, I want to hide it, and it's gone. And it goes into a separate hide folder. I only discovered that today. Do you know, these iPhones and various other smartphones, Androids and all that, they can do so much more than we actually know. It's almost worth going on a course, isn't it? Or something like that to learn all about your iPhone. In fact, Apple do courses. Did you know Apple do courses? And they're all free. You just turn up at their go to an Apple store and find out what courses they're doing, and you find out, and you say, yes, I'd like to go on that course, and you just turn up. I think they'd like an hour or something class in the corner of the room or something like that. It's brilliant, really. They should do it for iPhone. Would it probably do it for iPhones? I just don't know about it, really. John's looking to buy a caravan. Where's yours? Mine's in Lincolnshire, John. Lincolnshire, quite near my sister. But it depends where you want to go, John. May I ask how old you are, John, and what you want it for? I'm not an expert on caravans, but I can show you the experience I've had so far. All right. Good evening. Let's have a look. Yeah, Paul, I've made Ben as well. Does anyone else want to be a moderator who's on the model maker already? Who's a regular viewer? Does anyone else want to be a moderator? I'm not sure if you remain a moderator on the channel as a whole or just this particular show, which is we'll find out on the next show. Okay. Julian says walkers are £1 a packet here. Are they really? Oh, blimey. You won't be getting a box of those. John's 60. Okay. Well, first of all, you need to know where you want to go, John, and what you want. There's all sorts of different caravan places, right? Let me tell you, I've decided I'm going to tell you how much this one cost me now. £8,000. Now, that surprised you, isn't it? £8,000. It depends what you want. Now, where it is going to be a big difference to the price. If you want to go on a popular holiday resort with a bar and a swimming pool and all that, that's going to push the price up, okay? Mine is basically on a field with other caravans. That's it. There's no shop. There's no bar. There's no swimming pool. There's nothing. It's just a nice, quiet site. And I'm very lucky to be on the end as well. Depends what you're looking for, John. Do you want to send me an email, John? Tell me what you're looking for. Perhaps I can help with my experience. And I know a few people as well that would be happy to help you. But you've no need to spend 15, 20, 25. It depends what you want to spend. If you wanted to spend £50,000, £80,000, you could do so. You could have a brand new thing, double the width. You could live in it, whatever. There's also the thing to be considered, ground rent. Again, this can vary enormously. My ground rent per year is £1,250. Okay? That's the whole year. That includes water and collecting rubbish and stuff like, like a tax. And you're paying for the pitch. So that's your pitch. You've got your caravan. You might be lucky, same as me. You get a caravan that's already on the pitch and you buy that. £5,000 to £8,000. Yeah, you'll get something for that, John. Do you want central heating or not? Some of them got central heating, some of them haven't. What I would do, have you ever been in a caravan before? What I would do, John, is go and take a few holidays in caravans. In different places and see what you like. You just go on the internet. There's all sorts of different places. You might want a fishing holiday, something up in the mountains of Scotland or something down in Kent. Anything really. Anything really. Ben says I'm not quite at 60 yet. No, I'm nearer 60 now than 50 though. Unbelievable, isn't it? I think that bloke's given up now. Has he given up now? There's too many moderators knocking him off. What an hero. All right. So, yeah, and then there's all sorts of places of buying them. You could look on eBay. Gumtree is a good place. There's a site called Pre-Owned Caravans, I think there's called as well. But you need to find out what area do you want it. Do you want it by the seaside? And make sure, if you're buying one, that you're going to use it a lot. There's no point in buying a caravan and going up there 3 times a year. That's pointless. It's much cheaper to rent. Work out, is it cheaper for you to go on holiday? I don't know how many times you want to. Maybe you've retired, maybe you haven't. But if you're going somewhere like 10 times a year or more, then yeah, probably worth it. If you're only thinking, well, maybe 4 times a year we might use it, that's pointless. No, it'd be much cheaper for you to rent. In fact, you can probably rent the platinum package 4 times a year and still have money left over from actually buying one. But there are advantages and disadvantages to owning one. Okay. Oh, you're in the Philippines. Oh, it might work differently there. Are you in the Philippines? Oh gosh, I didn't know that, John. Well, that might work very differently there. I'd have to take all that back again. Sorry, it might work completely differently in the Philippines. It's like buying a house, Here, I know exactly how to buy a house here and flats and all that business. I wouldn't have a clue how to do it, perhaps even in Spain or France or somewhere like that. Dear me. Ben says, it seems the trolls are like the false Black Widow spiders. They crawl out from dark spaces every so often. I think they do. Wayne will help you as well, but we would only know like the British caravan type thing. Wayne lives in a caravan. He lives in one. Mobile home type place. He lives in a caravan. We're talking static caravans that don't move around, aren't we? No, I want one there. Oh, okay. You want to buy one here? Well, you've got to decide what area you want it and what you're looking for first. Ground rent can then be anything from sort of, I don't know, just over £1,000 to £8,000 a year. Again, it depends where you are and what you want. Okay, I've gone in right at the low end with the ground rent because I don't need all of that. Okay, and my sister will get the things later on. Adam wants to be a moderator. Oh, that's on Facebook. I don't know if you can be a moderator on Facebook. I don't think you can do it on Facebook Live. That's only for YouTube Live and possibly Periscope, but we don't really have the problem on Periscope. Is there a service charge as well? No, the service charge is the ground rent. The service charge is the ground rent. So you got your one fee, you pay it, that's it. So even if I now went up there, I've now bought it. Okay, if I went up there just a couple of times a year, it's going to be costing me about £1,250 a year, something like that. All right. Okay. All right, John. Yeah, send us through, and I can pass you on to Wayne as well. good. Right, what else have we got here? Any other news stories? What's the time? Oh, it's pill time, isn't it? Let's have a look. I've got another couple of stories here. Now, Starbucks here. Starbucks is banning plastic. Now, what do you think of this? Starbucks is banning plastic straws from its 28,000 branches by 2020. I mean, why they can't just do it now, I don't know. Have they got a stockpile of straws everywhere? There's straws everywhere in there. The coffee retailer is removing all of its iconic green straws from its shops and is planning to start charging customers 5p to take away cups. Now, I like the idea. The company has created a strawless lid for drinks, which has already been rolled out in the US and Canada. The new lids will become standard for all iced coffee, tea and espresso drinks. Starbucks says it will begin to offer alternative straws made from either paper or compostable plastic. So that's good news. I've got to say, there's now a couple of different venues, to be honest, which are now using these paper straws. TGI Fridays being one of them. Fantastic news. And I think they've done the right thing. But have you tried drinking a milkshake through a paper straw? It just, you need 4. You need about 4 or 5, because after a couple of sucks, it just collapses. And this is a bit of a problem, I think, with the paper straws that no one's thought about yet. You're probably all right with a Coca-Cola or a fizzy orange or a lemonade or something like that. But when it comes to milkshakes, very difficult to drink a whole milkshake through a paper straw. So I don't know if they're going to have to think of another way of getting around that one. But good luck to them for trying, good luck. There we go. Ben says you can't moderate on Facebook unless you run the live show in a group. So thank you for that, Ben. I knew you know the answer to that one. Here's a young lady who wanted to surprise someone, but it all went a bit wrong. In the Daily Mirror this morning, it was meant to be... Oops. Oh, dear. That's the water, that is. 1 minute. It's not even fizzy. Look at this. In the Daily Mirror this morning, it was meant to be a fun surprise. But one mum has found her choice of birthday present packaging has backfired. When preparing her cousin's birthday gift, a ruby ring. They're lovely, aren't they, rubies? Oh, that beautiful red colour. A ruby ring costing £120. Vicky Rutter decided to forego the traditional wrapping paper gift bag formula and plumped for a helium balloon. The lady then popped the ring inside the balloon. However, things went pear-shaped when she turned around to fetch something to weigh down the 36-inch inflatable balloon. Vicky said, I just turned my back for 30 seconds and when I came back, it had vanished. I just can't understand it. There was no breeze. How it got round the corner into the utility room and out the back door and squeezed along the side of the house without snagging on the fence or the place where I put the bins out, I do not understand. Together with her family, Vicky began to search the local area for the ring, which was wrapped in tissue paper and placed inside a balloon with gold confetti. Not real gold. Meaning it should be relatively recognisable. Vicky added, I was knocking on all these doors, asking people during the World Cup match, and then England won, which I thought was a good sign, and I would find it, which would be nice. Local people have been so lovely, but so far, nothing. It may just have popped. She had also bought a ruby necklace to match, but after losing the ring, decided to give it to her cousin in a gift box instead. Very sensible, Vicky. Poor Vicky. She's lost her ring, dear. So do be careful. And I've got a similar story like that, actually. Do you like the rubies? I haven't got a ruby. I haven't got rubies or emeralds. I have I have a very small emerald, which I can't find at the moment. I have years ago when I went to Florida. I can't get that mouse. Where's that mouse now? Years ago when I went to Florida, I bought my mum a little chain, and it's got a tiny little emerald hanging down there, sort of in the middle there. Mum's not with us now. I lost Mum in 2000, and I kept it over a photograph, and I cannot find it. I think it's dropped down, so I hasn't been sucked up the Hoover with the spiders. That will be bad news, won't it? Dear me. One more story then, and then we'll disappear today, boys and girls. Are you a mobile phone user in the car? Are you? Do you pick it up? I see it all the time. I see it all the time. People using mobile phones in the car, don't you? Like that, or like that, or watching the telly on it. I've seen that as well. People watching the television as they're driving along. I kid you not. The sooner these autonomous cars come in, the better. Drivers using their phones behind the wheel are set to be caught out by new roadside technology being used in the UK at last. I mean, why don't they just get one of these hand-free kits? Most of the new cars have got them built in now. Mind you, Ben's got one and it's useless. Ben's got one in his yellow van. Ben, who's with us at the moment. Ben's watching on Periscope, YouTube and Facebook at the same time. Dear me. You're off your head, Ben. Ben's got a useless hands-free car. And all you can hear when you talk to him on the phone is yourself coming back at you. It's awful, that thing, Ben. But nevertheless, you know, he uses a hands-free, as indeed do I. So why do people still find the need to hold it up to their ears like that? Right, road signs capable of detecting the use of a cell phone by picking up signals such as Bluetooth are currently being rolled out in Norfolk. In an attempt to crack down on careless driving, the signs will flash up and a red warning signal to alert reckless drivers that they've been rumbled. The new signs can't yet record number plates, although this may be introduced in the future. So I don't see, I mean, if you're using a hands-free, the signs have been developed by warning signs specialist alongside the road safety team at Norfolk County Council. If it proves successful in Norfolk, the phone detecting road signs may be rolled out across the country. It says, leave your phone alone while you're behind the wheel. Absolutely, I agree. Using your mobile phone while driving currently carries a punishment of 6 penalty points and a £200 fine. But I mean, I don't know how they would... differentiate between someone holding a phone or using the hands-free. I'm not quite sure how that works, but presumably they know what they're doing there. Interesting. Alrighty, let's do today's birthdays, boys and girls. It's birthday time here on The Chris Reardon Show. And happy birthday on this Thursday, the 12th of July, to Charlie Hides, who I had the pleasure of working with on Saturday. Happy birthday, Charlie. Happy birthday to you, my dear. Lovely blue hair you've got. It's a lovely rinse. Margaret Thatcher used to have blue hair. Did you know that? She had a blue rinse, didn't she? Happy birthday to Allan Carathas, 36 years old today. Happy birthday, Allan. Jason Riley is 24 years old today. Happy birthday, Jason. Craig Selby Harris. Happy birthday to you, sir. Serosma Harakatan. Happy birthday to you. John Sidney, 33. Where are the years going, John? 33 years old today. Lovely chap. I haven't seen him for a few years. Happy birthday, John. Stavros, 38 years old today. All right. Nice to see you in Central Station again soon. Happy birthday, Stavros. Fhiona Louise Carroll. Beautiful picture of you, my darling. Happy birthday. Noah Pekari is a young 21 years old today. Happy birthday to you. Did I do you, Jason Riley? Yes, done Jason Riley. You've got a couple of different profiles there, haven't you? And Sylvia Peacock, the delightful Sylvia Peacock, is a very young 71 years old today. So happy birthday to you, Sylvia, and everyone else indeed. Let's sing the song. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. All right. Happy birthday, gang. Well, I'm off to the swimming pool now. Time for my daily swim. And hopefully I'll hear from my sister just after 12 o'clock and that she's picked up the keys and she's in the caravan having a look around. Very, very exciting. I shall tell you all tomorrow. And remember, gang, watch out for the false black widow spiders. They're waiting for you. I'm going to get you.